Last night in Gilroy, California, another public shooting took place. It happened during the Garlic Festival. Shooting has left 3 people dead, 15 others injured. But this latest attack on a group of people isn't being called a mass shooting, and Mike Wise has been looking into why.
A man with a semi-automatic weapon tried to kill as many people as he could last night at one of the country's largest food festivals in Gilroy, California. More than a dozen people were shot, but news stories didn't contain the words, quote, mass shooting. Why? Because only 3 were killed, not the necessary 4. Hashtag America. The one outlet that accurately called the mass shooting a mass shooting was the BBC in London, because they go by the Gun Violence Archive, a crowdsourcing website that tracks gun deaths using media reports. It defines a mass shooting as a gun attack in which at least 4 people are either killed or wounded. The United States of America? We rely on a July 2015 Congressional Research Service report, which defines a mass shooting as a multiple homicide incident in which 4 or more victims are murdered. The federal government and criminologists use this as strict criteria. So do gun rights advocates, because it helps minimize the truth and tells us that we just have another warped human being on our hands, not an actual public health crisis having to do with anyone and their mom being able to purchase firearms. Think about that. We're so far gone on this issue that we have now calibrated the definition of a mass shooting. Because if 4 didn't die and 1 of 3 killed in Gilroy was a 6-year-old boy, then it doesn't count. It's just deadly because the murderer was a bad shot, because he missed and was killed by police before he could be a designated mass shooter. Tell that to the parents of that 6-year-old boy. I'm Mike Wise.